Phil DeYoung here. It's the Connect Sessions. Say hello to the Charlie Fogg Band. We got Greg over here. We got Mike, Jim, Dan, and Dave. And I got one question to ask you guys. Are you a tribute band or a cover band? And to your mind, what's the difference? Somebody say something.
Tribute band.
I agree.
You know, dress and act like the Grateful Dead.
So, but wouldn't that be what a tribute band does?
I think so.
I mean, when
I'm sorry, cover band.
A cover band, yeah, because a Kiss tribute band is going to put
all
on the
in the
makeup and
makeup
the
and
stupid black thing.
I would say that yes, we cover the Grateful Dead.
We're not trying to recreate shows. We're just trying to recreate the essence of shows.
That's why I guess I said tribute band, because they're trying to recreate the spirit of the Grateful Dead.
It is, in effect, a tribute to the
Correct.
spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
Correct.
what I wanted to ask you guys was this. I think to a lot of people out there who either haven't experienced it or never particularly wanted to, the Grateful Dead was a bunch of long-haired, drug-crazed hippies, and it was all a big psychedelic trip, man. How do you answer that? And what do you say? Well, I mean, obviously there's so much more to it, but what's the best way to talk about what you do and what appealed to you about it?
I think we're all lovers of music. I mean, that's what people do in their own time. I guess it's their own problems, but I've always been, personally speaking for myself, it's always been about the music for me.
Yeah.
And then by the time I saw them live, they were all old. I mean, they were beyond those heydays, and so really the musicianship and the energy of the crowd, being amongst 50,000 people with a like mind, and it just happened there was a band and playing at the same time was really about the experience. And I think that's what we try to capture is it's as much as about the crowd enjoying the energy as us giving the energy to the crowd.
Now, it's been said, of course, that the Dead always refer to themselves as a jazz band that played rock music. How do you liken this to jazz in a way? How improvisational is it? Do you know where you're going when you start out?
Well, that's kind of what brought me to the Grateful Dead in the first place. I'd never seen a rock band that improvised the way they do, and improvised differently every time I saw them. So, and I liken that to jazz a bit.
I think it's almost impossible for us to get anything done exactly the same way more than once. I mean, the nature of the music being open, I guess, is part of the reason. What we like to do with the music, and I guess the sense of ownership that you kind of take over the music as you're playing it, guides it, lets it guide you in its kind of own direction, really.
Right.
And it can be different every night.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The songs are basically a diving board into a
For good
pool
and
of
bad.
improvisation.
It can be different every night.
They're a vehicle to get to that point where we can kind of do our own twist on things.
Every night's a journey, so
Right.
every show's a journey.
And it's not so much about the song, but it's about the journey from getting to point A to wherever point Z is,
Correct.
and we're far down.
And who knows what point Z is.
Well, exactly.
Or when
Yeah.
you get there.
Sometimes you don't
I
get
think on
Sometimes you get stuck on point C.
I think on a musical sense, the openness and the approach to the music that we have lends itself for that moment to exist, where all of us can find ourselves, crowd included, being taken to a specific place simultaneously at the same time and we all get there together, and that moment, I think it's like you chase that thing over and over and over again. We're getting better at it. It's happening more often for us than it has in the past, because we're communicating with each other more musically and getting more comfortable with each other musically. But I think ultimately it's about that moment. No matter what song you're playing, it's about that moment, how you connect with the crowd and how everyone moves at that particular moment.
Well, you said, Dan, you were getting better at it. I mean, so just for the record, let's tell the folks at home how long you guys have been playing together and how long this long strange trip has been going on.
Well, Greg and I have been playing together for about 15 years, but the entire band that you see here has been together for about 2.5 years.
Like a bird within her sing. cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La la la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La la la. All I know is something